Hello, everybody. It's time for a spooky episode of Nerds Play D&D.
The adventure begins with three travelers making their way from their respective homes in search of Gorgon Farms. The three of you come across a large brocade gate draped with many different flags from different countries and people groups around the world who are participating and enjoying this wonderful event. From the right, as you enter the grounds, there's a small desk for registration, and you hear some rustling, and a owlin pops up from behind the desk. Hoot! How can I help you? Are you here to register?
Oh,
I
well,
suppose we are.
Yes, we are.
Oh, marvelous. Let me get you some information. So these forms here at the desk are just your information. Some of the background of what we'll be doing for our event is we're going to have different categories of performance. We'll have a talent category, evening wear, physical fitness, your outfit of choice, and then beauty of face, all of which need to be in a family-friendly but horrifying and spooktacular setting and theme. This form right here, as you're perusing through and giving me your information and your statistics, do keep in mind this is a general liability waiver form that if something happens and you die or things of that nature, we're not liable for damages.
Oh,
just leading out the gate with that one.
okay. Well,
Is death something that commonly happens at these events?
It does. It's a very common that people get a little too competitive in the physical fitness category and the talent category, and people do tend to lose their heads. I made a pun there.
Death is uncommonly common. All right.
And this is not frowned upon?
It's just part of the spectacular and spectacle.
Splendid.
And you don't have any, resurrection services offered?
We do. For those who pledge to make a pact with our local deity, you can have a free resurrection, of course.
oh,
So it's not really free, then?
yes, it comes with a price. Right.
What is the price of your eternal soul if it means you get to continue living?
I suppose desperate people in desperate situations.
Yeah, well, yes, I suppose.
Besides, all are welcome under the divine protection of Lolth.
Oh, Loth, wonderful.
Yeah, it's only a 50-50 chance that you come back as a Drider.
Ah, right. So avoid getting killed. Okay.
He's going to write down his journal. And do not get the resurrection.
Yeah, Danaires kind of like
creepy.
Danaires kind of like clutches his pendant a little bit, like, okay, yes, try not to die. Okay, all right, okay, all right, okay.
By chance I do die, do I get to choose the manner of which my body is disposed of?
Yeah, you can definitely include that here on your waiver liability form. Just give us a little blurb about where you want your ashes, etc., etc. Happy to help with those last wishes.
I humbly request to be ground into gunpowder.
Absolutely. We are happy to do anything of that nature free of charge, within reason, of course.
That's
That is
kind of
done
a
in my
poetic
liability
way to
form.
go.
Yes, especially when that gunpowder is used against the head of your enemies.
Yes.
You can't say I didn't go out with a bang.
Ah, 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 ah! I love
Beautiful.
it.
All right. Well, if that's it, thank you for choosing Gorgon Farms, and we look forward to seeing your performances later today. Don't kick the cats, and enjoy your time.
Of course, I would never
Why would
harm a
I-
cat.
Why
Why would
you
I?
kick
Why?
cats?
I would never. I love cats. Right.
I can appreciate cats for their inquisitive natures. And he's going to quickly on the paperwork just write down eaten by crabs.
He's Daenerys is gonna write soul already spoken for.
As you enter, there is a bit of hustle and bustle going on. The performance area is before you with rows and rows of seating. Some folks have already chosen where they're going to sit for the event and the festivities, which are set to start a little bit later. There is a dining area with free food. There's a couple attractions as well. Let's see. And can you roll a perception to start out the gate?
Perception.
Will be a day.
Oh, that would have been a okay. 7.
What a strong start to say.
It was. Oh, I almost had a 15 though, but I wanted to roll over, so I got a 7.
Got a 14.
All right. Tissaia and Hrodrick, as you're entering, the large crystal floating above your heads, about 100 feet up, is illuminating the land around you, kind of as a spotlight. It looks like a large crystal, just like pulled out of the ground. It's about the size of an elephant or two, pretty large and bulbous, just floating and kind of spinning very slowly in place. And as the two of you are looking at this, you also notice with your perception that in the face of the crystal is faces of people, and I'll say like you can recognize yourselves carved into the face of it.
Carved, not reflected?
Carved.
Wow.
Interesting.
I've never even been here before, and yet it's quite a nice likeness.
Be worth a fortune, truly.
I'm just looking around. I'm just looking around, not even up. I'm just looking. I see a tent.
Before you, as you continue on that path, there's a tent in front of you.
Yes. What is in the tent? I will go investigate. Can't use the stairway. It looks disabled.
It is no longer disabled.
Hang on. Let me give it one more go. Come on. Do I have to reload? It's still giving me.
No, you should be able to move. You click on the stairway as you're selected on your token.
It still says I can't use it. Come on. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. The inside of the tent is dimly illuminated by a series of candelabra around the room on the floor. The room is curtained heavily, obscuring the walls. Big, giant, red, poofy curtains in the shape of hearts. And then there's a woman sitting on a long couch on the other side of a table staring into a crystal ball, who glances up as you enter. Ah,
Hello.
it was foretold you would be here.
Yes, I'm sure it was. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Danaires Maythorn, and you are?
They call me Madam Empadorfia.
Pleasure.
And
Are
how
you?
do you spell that?
It's spelled Pimp a Dwarf. Yeah.
Madam Pippadorfia. Pleasure to meet you. Are you a fortune teller of sorts?
Yeah, and in events like this, I do that. My normal job is a little different.
Interesting. And how much do you charge for a reading?
I will. 1 silver is, I think, the amount we're allowed to charge. Much cheaper than my boys back home.
Yes, I'm. How about? Oh, I only have gold. How about 1 gold? Would that do?
That is, I think I have some change from some kids who were in here earlier. She pulls out a big bag and starts rummaging, and you hear the clinking of small change. Yeah, I can break a gold.
Okay, thank you so much.
Darling, Hrodrick, you can definitely come in here too.
Where'd she go?
Don't mind as I warp around the map inexplicably.
So, Roderick was actually staring at the cat that was outside. I have to be in here so that I can see it.
Yes, I will have you
Not actually
not be
here.
present then. I see.
Wait
Okay.
for it. I have a thing.
Yes. So let me
Not
stare into
here.
this ball here for you. It is very clear to me that you are a person who is looking for treasure. Yes.
Yes, that's what any of us who are here for. We're here for the competition.
Yes, you were looking for treasure. The ball is very, very dusty. Let me shine it off here a little bit. It's kind of smudged from some kids who came in putting on their fingers.
As children are wont to.
As she is kind of scrubbing with the long of her sleeve, her eyes begin to glow, and then in a raspy voice, she says, "Beware of some crossed signals. A lot of ambient noise is in the air. Unfounded gossip. Shut it out. Interpret it wrong. Could be the end." Oh yeah, it looks like I got the stain out there. Okay, so I was saying.
I'm sorry. What did you spoke something a bit cryptid there just a moment ago.
No, I've just been cleaning the ball, dear. It's just got some goop, some kids.
Daenerys as Daenerys is sitting in a chair, he looks back to Tissaia and ask her, Did you hear what she said? You heard what she said, right?
Not sure. Was it something important?
It was rather cryptid. Oh, it's
Perhaps you should get your head looked at, darling. All I see is her clearing the ball.
no. Her eyes glowed, and she said rather something cryptid about about gossip and something. Out of character, I completely forgot what was said.
Beware of some cross signals. Make sure that you don't listen to unfounded gossip. If you interpret signals incorrectly, it could be the end.
Just writing this down in the chat for my own.
Oh, laddie, you have a girlfriend with you. Let me read her too.
No,
little
she's
lady,
she's
come
not.
have a
Yeah,
seat.
actually,
No, she's not. She's not my girlfriend. We
we're
just
not
we just met.
associated.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
We're not.
darling, you could do. She can do much better than you, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay, darling, do you want to come have a reading too? I just
What?
got the smudging off of the thing with
I
sleeve.
I already paid for a session. That wasn't
Oh,
it, was it?
right. No, I haven't done it yet. I forgot. I was so distracted by the dirt and the grime. Okay, let me. Ooh, and she does like the finger thing around. Ooh, I see it. It is so clear. You had a fatal accident that cost you your sight in your left eye when you were but a little boy.
Yeah, well, not
Spiritual
necessarily.
growth is really something that happens as you go through the hardships of life.
Well, for one, this wasn't when I was young, and he points to his eye patch. um, Try again.
Are you saying you think I'm a sham?
Actually, now that I'm sitting here, yes. Apart from the whole weird glowing eye thing and the warnings of beware cross signals and gossip and
She looks at
misinterpreting
you
things.
completely questioningly, has no idea what you're talking about.
Ah, okay. Right. I wasted gold. Okay. I'm just going to get up.
I gave you change, Sonny.
Yes. Would you like it back?
No, it looks like you could use some change with that attitude.
Oh.
Where did those kids get off to? I swear. They bring jam in here again.
Well then. Table's all yours, he says to Tissaia.
I do love a good fortune telling in the evening. Tissaia will hand her over a gold piece. No need for the change. You worked hard to
Oh,
deserve it.
so you want the good stuff. Okay. 1 second. Let me get into character here. Just have a seat, darling, and we'll get right into this. She kind of like closes her eyes a little bit, holds her hands up, palms up to either side, starts just spirits of the fortune, spirits of the blah blah blah, and the blah blah blah, come unto me, commune with me, so I can see. And she opens her eyes again, and they're glowing white, just complete white out of her eyes and pupils. And she gazes into the ball and puts her hands, and there's blue sparks on it. And she says, with your optimistic and generous spirit, you welcome people into the fold. Bringing new members into your existing group can be tricky, but you should be able to handle it. Introducing them to new thoughts and ideas will allow you to succeed at your goals. And then she closes her eyes and opens, and everything is normal. I hope you enjoy your reading, dearest.
So, thank you so much.
Okay. You get an honest reading, and then while I get what seemed like one, and then all of a sudden, hey, okay, I'm done. All right. Lovely to meet you. Have a good day.
Pleasure, Diffus.
I never gave her.
Tissaia will politely tip her hat before exiting the tent.
What?
Before you guys exit the tent, but as you are ghost-like, we are going to do what Hrodrick was doing, which is investigating the cat who's playing with a cute little. What is that he's playing?
I
Aw.
don't know.
Do you want to roll a perception?
I would
It's
love
like
to.
the little cat is batting it back and
Well,
forth, and
that's
chasing
very
it and
low.
pouncing on it.
That is a 4.
Okay, well, you're not
Hello
sure
there,
what it
little.
is, but it's something. You can definitely try to roll animal handling, see if you can interrupt the cat to investigate what is being played with on the ground.
I think what I might do first is say, hello, little kitten.
The cat regards you, and then goes back to playing with its toy.
What do you have there?
The cat regards you again and says, "It is none of your business," and goes back to playing with their toy.
Okay. Besides, hi, I'm Hrodrick.
Meow.
What's your name?
They call me the Wound.
The Wound. That's pretty hardcore. Do you, So I don't know how to go about this without seeming indelicate, but, you don't have any skin. Are you undead?
Yes, I am the Wound.
Wow, how does that even happen if you're a cat?
I entered into an agreement, and I met my demise upon these traveling grounds. And here I am, entertainment for the young.
Oh, did you also try to join the beauty pageant?
I lost.
So and you signed the agreement to be you sold your soul to Lolth?
I did not. All I did is signed a liability waiver.
Oh, but you didn't sell your soul?
I did not.
But you came back as an undead.
As a cat, yes.
So you weren't originally a cat.
No, I was once a very beautiful dragonborn.
Wow, I can't imagine how difficult the transition has been for you. Unless you're enjoying your new quadruped form.
It has its perks, I imagine. Sometimes people scratch the bone between my face.
Do you enjoy that? Do you want that?
It is acceptable. I will trade you my toy for Snuggles.
I would gladly snuggle you in the exchange. Everybody deserves a good snuggle.
Then we have an accord.
And he's going to just reach down and gingerly pick up this cat. Snuggle
All
the cat.
bone. Magically attached to each other bone. No sinew, no vein, just bone.
So he's just got the cat just kind of propped in his arm, I guess.
As
Wait a
you're
minute.
snuggling the bone cat, the item on the ground that it was playing with becomes apparent that it is a mushroom, or the cap of a mushroom.
A mushroom cap. Well, Wound, it was very nice to meet you. I don't know how long you want to snuggle, but I was intending on going into this tent next to me here to see where my compatriots may have gone. Did you wish to join me, or would you like to go back to roaming the grounds?
Consider me a shoulder pet.
Fantastic. I mean, if you're willing to set up there, you can stay as long as you like.
Very good.
Going to add him to my my inventory.
Yep, the wound.
We're just gonna put him in extras. No, it's definitely got to go in notes. We'll put him under allies.
Make sure you also have a mushroom cap.
I did put that down. All right. Well, it's time to go as on an adventure. And he is going to go towards the tent, because I am assuming that they will be coming out of the tent at the same
Yep,
time.
with the amount of time that it took for all of you to do your things, it would be about the same amount of time as I've entered, and now we're exiting.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Well, I have to say I had a more positive experience with the fortune teller in there. Uh, just
There's a
ca-
fortune teller?
yes. I'm personally not sure of. I mean, she has some credibility. She gave me a rather cryptic message. Before starting to go, ooh, you have experienced misfortune with your eye. But she correctly stated that it happened to me when I was young, when this was quite frankly, very recent.
Well, I mean, it does
So
not take the highest observable skill set to see that there's something different about your eye. I mean, you're wearing an eye patch.
exactly, but
Unless it's
she
for dashing style, one could assume that it's because you need it for something medical.
you could say something like that, yes.
Tissaia, did you have anything cool happen in there?
I feel quite enlightened.
Well, that's good. So essentially, it sounds like I have a 50-50 chance to either be enlightened or insulted.
I suppose you could say that, yes.
That's fantastic. Have you met my friend? This is the wound.
Oh, hello, little one. You're very cute.
I am old. I am not cute. I am handsome.
Okay, you are very handsome. My apologies.
A very handsome hairless cat you are.
Hairless, skinless, fleshless. The list goes on, honestly.
I have a soul.
That is true. Did not sign that part of the contract. But he will be traveling with me for the duration of our trip to this lovely competition.
Oh, what do you mean sign that part of the contract? What
Oh, the wound used to be a competitor.
oh. So are all the little kitties like him were
Where?
Danaires, did you not read the
competitors.
fine print?
It
I should
didn't
guess
say anything
I
about coming back as what you were.
I guess it's entirely moot if you don't intend on losing.
Well, I most certainly know where I'm going to be ending up, so
You might want to start pretending to lick yourself now. Maybe play with some string if you have any.
well,
And with that,
and
he's going to walk into the...
Daenerys kind of clutches at the black opal pendant around his neck, kind of warily, like, oh, hey, well, just okay, all right, I got this.
Are you quite alright? You look like you've seen a ghost, honestly.
Well, I mean, with the nature of being a warlock, one's soul is already tied to an entity that's already claimed you. It's when the complication of if I lose this competition, what becomes of me then? And I would rather take being among my patron over. I mean, not to say that the little bone kitties are adorable. They are. I'm already claimed for, is what I'm trying to say.
Just your soul, not your body.
Yeah,
Your body can become that of a cat. Who's to say what's to happen to your soul?
Well,
I, for one, think being a cat for a day may be quite enjoyable.
it could. I'm well. We'll just see how this competition goes. We'll just see how it goes.
All right, will you two be joining your companion or waiting for them on the outside of the tent?
I want to see what
Go back
Roderick
in.
has.
We may find out some more useful information.
Yes.
Ah, Hrodrick, my old friend. Welcome to my humble tent.
Please, no. I want to
Why,
get in.
hello! Is this actually somebody I know?
You don't directly know her, but you've heard of her.
And her
You just
name
don't
was what
know.
again?
You don't know it's her until you hear her name.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you see, we've had some dealings in the past.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I remember. It's so good to see you again. How's business?
It's good. I don't know. I don't remember if you had Sir Humphrey or Layla, but most of my dwarves are very good at their jobs as informants.
That is very true. Layla is a marvelous woman. She knows so much stuff in that town.
Yes. Well, I just for old time's sake, I'll give you a free reading on the house.
Oh, you're
Just
too
you've
kind.
provided such good service for us in the past, helping us with that thing.
Too kind. Like, it's so fantastic that you're here. It's so nice to see a familiar face.
She does the whole like actual true like power up with her glowing white eyes and her wonderful flowing hair standing out and staticky, and she glows as she says in a very trance-like voice, sometimes you're in the mood for a deep philosophical conversation, and sometimes you're ready to dance. Right now, dancing may be what gets you what you need. So find your dancing shoes and make sure they're on both feet. And then she like gets back to normal and is like, okay, darling, that one was on the house.
Why, thank you. So very insightful as always. It's a marvel to watch you work.
I wish I could do this for a full-time job. Managing all those dwarves does get to be hairy.
I mean, you could probably see about promoting one to a manager and, delegating out some of the responsibilities to free yourself up to pursue more of your passions.
I really appreciate the insight. I think you're right. I've really overstretched myself to think I just started with 7 dwarves initially.
I know, and you're up to what now, 29? It's quite the
Yeah,
number.
yeah.
But anyways, I
Anyways,
honestly, I appreciate the gesture, but I feel like I need to pay you something.
my going rate is 1 silver piece.
Do you have change?
I sure do.
Oh, fantastic. And he'll hand her a gold piece. Be like, I'll just take 8.
All right, she gives you the 8 in return and smiles and and thank you for the tip. In exchange for your tip, I'll give you a tip. The cheese is good, but don't overindulge.
That's a quality tip. You know how cheese gets me. Ah, once again, fantastic wisdom. But anyways, I suppose you'll have more clientele throughout the day. I should probably mosey and see where one starts to prepare for this competition.
I wish you the best. I'll be in the crowd cheering for your name.
Oh, thank you. And he's actually, before I go, I do have uh something a bit more personal that I'd like to discuss with you, if my friends don't mind giving me a moment.
Out of character, seeing as how the tent entrance won't let me go in, you're fine. I've been standing outside the entire time.
Fantastic. You were there in my heart.
Yes.
So, I am sure that you're aware that if I'm here, something's happening.
Yes.
There have been some suspicions about this artist's work, and I'm just wondering if perhaps while traveling with this particular competition, if you might have heard something about their process.
I can't speak to the process because I'm an employee here, but what I can tell you is that they are always very well expressioned, lifelike figures.
Almost uncanny?
I think you're asking the right question, friend.
Fantastic. Oh, and give my regards to Stenson.
Ah,
I'll
I
probably
figured
be
you had a
needing
favorite.
I'd probably be needing his services in about a month.
Will do. And you take care. Make sure you win out there.
That's my intention. And he's going to, like, run his hand through his beard. Boop. Well, that was, phenomenal work on her part, as always. I absolutely love her.
You two know each other.
Oh, yeah, we go way back. You see,
Ah.
she employs a galley of dwarves to hear and know things throughout the cities, and, well, tell you what, with their height, they're pretty good at being discreet in a crowd.
Of course.
So I utilize her services quite a bit.
One must
I
always
see.
know how to blend into a crowd.
It's very important. So what were your guys' readings?
Well, mine was something strange of the nature. There's beware crossed signals, something about bewaring gossip, and misinterpreting something could spell my end or someone's end.
Hmm.
It's very cryptic.
Most fortunes are.
Yes.
So anyways,
Well,
where are we
let's
headed
check
to
out.
next?
I suppose if anyone else is feeling a bit peckish, maybe
We suppose we
head over.
could catch a snack.
Yes, feeling a bit peckish.
Whew. Oh, there's a gate. Ba-ba-ba.
Pow, pow, pow.
What do we see?
You see a large feast laid out in kind of a round robin setting all around the room that has been designated. Are large tables overbearing with chicken, types of fish, pies, desserts, cookies, cakes, bottles of wine, trays of fruit, and on the left entrance is a long row of cheese wheels.
Mmm.
Oh, good heavens.
Cheese. I could maybe have a little bit. She did say just not to overindulge.
Just gonna dish myself up some food. Gonna dish myself up some food. La la la. La la la.
So yeah, he's going to slice off a not too much, but a not slim portion of each variety of cheese.
Faye is going to make herself a makeshift charcuterie board with a bit of wine on the side.
Just gonna grab stuff. Just gonna grab stuff. And gonna sit down. Not on the table, thank you.
Wow. It seems one can definitely tell the favorites when you go to a buffet.
Yes.
Excuse me, kiddos. It's so good to see other people enjoying the festivities. I brought this for you because you're pretty.
Ooh,
Ah! Well,
Excuse me, ma'am. Who
thank
are
you,
you
ma'am.
speaking to?
Both of you and your brother. Are you twins?
On our father's
Daenerys looks
side! Ha! 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 Ah!
Quite the dashing gentlemen, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Okay, I need the other stuff.
He's going to grab the bottle. Is it labeled?
It is.
What's it labeled?
It's labeled boysenberry and rhubarb wine.
Ooh.
Delicious.
Something fruity. Pop the cork,
Hmm.
give it a snip. What's the bouquet? Does it have legs?
It does. Why don't you describe it? It's like if you rolled a charisma on this wine, it would be a 24 baseline.
The color, as it when poured into a glass, it is like a crisp, clear waterfall, even though it's red, a deep red, very burgundy toned. But it sloshes into the glass like a dancer. And as Hrodrick spins it, it does in fact have legs, that the wine clings to the side of the glass, and he sticks his nose in the glass. It smells of perfect age, definitely boysenberries, the slight muskiness that is fermentation, but with a sweetness and an underlying tart. That is
Quite the sommelier.
I dabble. And he's just gonna down the glass.
Daenerys is gonna pour a glass for himself as well.
And Faye is going to finish the glass that she's already got, and then pour a second glass. We do like to indulge in our drink.
Nom nom nom. Drink, drink, drink.
Roderick's gonna get him. It's like, time to social butterfly. Oh, hello.
Hi there, stranger.
My name's Hrodrick. Now we are less estranged.
My name is Parent One.
That is a magnificent title denoting much responsibility and dedication to your craft.
Thank you. This here is Child 2.
Ah, so you're in charge of more than one or just this one?
Just this one.
Fantastic. Have you come for the beauty contest?
Yes, we are here to watch.
Oh, it's always good to have spectators. Is there anything specific you're wanting to see tonight of the competitors?
I just think it's really important that when doing evening wear, that the person doing the evening wear is showing very modest but impeccable style, so that children aren't terrified and are able to sleep at night.
Ah, so you prefer a performance that is child friendly.
But still better than everyone else, yes.
Right. It's a delicate balance, to be sure. But anyways, you're obviously off to somewhere special. I'll get out of your way here.
Yes, we have to go find places to sit in the seat place.
So that seems like a grand tip.
Yes, it does.
It's always good to pull the crowd for what they want to see. That
Modest,
way you can appeal to the masses.
yes. Modest, but impressive.
So you might want to leave the G string in your bags.
Yes, I do believe we must. No jockstrap for me.
Hrodrick is now going to see what else the fairs have. While
Peruse the
somebody else
perimeter. Can I
chats.
perceive any interesting conversation?
Yeah. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is an 11. We're gonna ignore the absolutely nothing I just rolled.
All right, with your passive, you're able to overhear from this table over here the regret of everyone at the table having eaten too much cheese and now being really belchy and really gassy.
I'm glad we avoided the cheese.
The dark figure across the table, in elevated tones, is sounding really aggravated. I can't believe that with all of the things here, all of the sweet, delicious dessert and bread and baked wonderfulness and alcohol and berries and cake, that someone had the audacity to put a lettuce leaf on my table.
And who doesn't like lettuce?
As he says this, he actually flings a lettuce leaf away from the table, which flies in your direction and lands on the ground before you.
We'll raise an eyebrow down at it and gingerly sidestep. Because I am not the one who put it there, so why should it be thrown at me? Quite rude. I've spied a cat.
The cat is eating the lettuce.
I'm going to crouch down in front of the cat. Hello.
The lettuce is entering the cat's empty rib cage and falling out on the ground below it, and then it's eating it again.
This seems inefficient. Can I pet the cat?
Yeah, it doesn't stop you.
Wonderful. Does this cat speak as well?
Are you addressing it?
Yes.
Hi there.
You can speak. Wonderful. What is your name?
Hi. My name is The Trouble.
The Trouble?
The Trouble.
Oh, you are adorable.
I like to eat things because they fall out of my body, and it's funny.
It is amusing, but it does seem quite inefficient.
I'm never hungry, but it's okay.
You just like the act of consuming.
It's just really funny because I can't eat anymore because I got into trouble.
What kind of trouble did you get into?
It was really funny. The mean lady, before she killed me, she was painting one of her sculptures, and then I saw her making a new sculpture and then painting the new sculpture, and then she killed me.
She
So I was
killed
in the
you.
trouble.
Saw you painting.
She said,
How
"You
interesting.
cannot interrupt the artistic process," whatever that means.
Because you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. How unfortunate.
They always call me the trouble, but I feel like the blessed because I get to watch a lot of shows.
And have you seen anything that may be helpful in these shows? To somebody partaking in one of these shows?
Yes, I like to see when travelers come and they have big swords and stuff because maybe they'll kill the bad person.
And who is the bad person?
I can't.
You can't say.
She's really pretty and she likes to wear purple.
Well, I will certainly keep an eye out. Although one has to wonder, if you've already gotten into trouble, why is it that you can't say who it is? What more trouble can you possibly get into?
But I'm sort of alive right now, sort of, and I like that, so I don't want to say more.
Fair. And as long as you're alive, you can continue to eat your lettuce.
I'm gonna eat more lettuce.
Enjoy. And to write myself back up. And walk around the cat.
Daenerys, as you're leaving the gated area of the food quarter, the stumbling crazy woman is who was dropping off the alcohol for you previously is slumped over one of the jack-o'-lanterns nearby and is snoring loudly.
Oh. He's gonna gently shake her to like wake her up. Would it be, ma'am?
Mom,
Ma'am?
it's so warm. Stop. It's warm. 5 more minutes.
Ma'am, I think it would be best if you were possibly lying down on something and not slumped over a pumpkin. Like a bench
Okay.
or a bed.
Pumpkin.
Uh,
Why am I on a pumpkin? Did you put me here, sir?
no, madam. You were slumped over it. I'm merely suggesting that if you were to sleep any further, I would suggest finding a bed, a cot.
You could take me over to the house over there. It's across the way. They have beds there. I could sleep in the bed.
I can certainly help you with that. Yes.
You're funny.
That's what some people say.
I once had a boyfriend as short as you.
Oh, and what was his name?
His name was Timothy.
I bet he was a lovely man.
As she's walking behind you, she stumbles and trips and falls flat on her face.
Oh, good heavens! Please, I pick her up. Oh, are you all right?
Ugh, common filth. Please get out of my line of sight. You're blocking the stage.
Right, right away, ma'am. And Daenerys takes the poor stumbling woman with him.
Thank you. That was so embarrassing.
Well,
She's so mean.
who is that woman? Who was that woman?
Lady something. Braylith, I think.
Lady Braylon. Ah, okay. Well then. Is this the house? This house up here?
No, that's where you change when you compete. I want the other house, the cool one.
The other house? Which way is that?
Down, down there. It's not that way because that's where you go make out with strangers. But it's not what I want to do with you. I want to sleep in bed. Well, not with you.
That's fair. This one by the docks over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
because if I sleep in a bed, I won't drown. Probably.
Right, and we don't want that.
It's okay, Gus. He's with me. Yes, milady.
Well, I believe this is where I leave you off. I can't use the stairway.
Bye, person.
Okay, bye. Well then. Was interesting. Interesting woman. Right. I was gonna go look at the statues if that's possible.
Yeah. And then while you're doing that, heading over there, what are the other two of you doing?
Well, Hrodrick was writing notes from the cat's conversation. When viewing process got killed. Process of sculpting. Murder worthy? Question mark. I think it would be a good time to look at what sculptures are available. Oh, hello, you two.
Ah, another critic with a discerning eye. And another. And another. Hello, how are you?
Oh,
I
Doing just
am
hello.
fine,
here.
thanks.
I am here on behalf of the curators of historical forgotten realms. And I am just letting you know that if any of you lovely folks are competing today and do win, I have a very healthy amount of money on my person to purchase this collection for our personal business set. Just to keep in mind, if you do win and you just really are feeling like, oh, I don't want to move all of these, they're very heavy and big and so lifelike, I'm happy to take them off of your hands for the small sum of 500 platinum.
Wow,
Well,
that's quite
what if
generous.
that's very quite generous. What if we wanted to keep just one and you took the rest?
I could be persuaded to part with 400 platinum if it's not the full set.
I think that would be completely fair.
All right, well, it's so great to meet you. My name is Dr. Tom
Nice.
Philibertingston.
Dr. Tom Filling-Burtonson, do you mind? For the Inquirer, if it's just a matter of purchasing these sculptures, how come you haven't purchased them directly from the artist?
These are not, unfortunately, for sale. Or I would have.
Oh,
Twice. They taste so good. They're sublime.
Taste?
Taste?
What are
What do you?
you...
What would be your intent if you kept them? I may wonder.
Display. For showing. For displaying.
Am I to
Uh,
understand that you're eating the sculptures?
Well, you grind them up into a fine paste and you bake them into bread. But yes,
So you're grinding stone into bread?
yes, it is the most decadent flavor.
Aha.
And not to sound insensitive or anything, but do you frequently ingest rock bread? And how are you able to digest this? Do you have like a...
When I was constructed, I was given 6 stomachs that are specifically built for this type of digestion. Thank you.
Oh, so you're
Interesting.
like an automaton?
We call ourselves Warforged, but yes,
Right, I'd just like to apologize. I don't meet a lot of Warforged, so my couthness might be a little if you know what I'm saying.
all in the past, my dear compatriot. It has been a real pleasure to make your acquaintances. I will never forget your faces. Your names, on the other hand, whether you give me them or not, they're already gone. It's been such a treat. Do reach out to me if you win the event, because that platinum is not going anywhere except your pocket, hopefully. All right,
Yes.
toodle do.
Toodle-doo.
I can't believe that man eats these statues.
Well,
Maybe
it's...
he just enjoys a nice stone ground rye.
I
Yes, I mean...
suppose.
He is Warforged, and whatever their tastes are, that's their taste. I probably wouldn't want to
It
put it
just
past them.
feels like a bit of a waste for the art to be destroyed and consumed
Well, that is one
when
way of
you
putting
could
it, yes.
find rock of a similar... Oh, I have to go ask a question. Did I see where he went?
Yeah, he just ran over to
Right.
talk to this green-haired woman.
Hrodrick is gonna just sort of like stride over there real quick. Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt, but with a moment of your time...
Oh yes, not a worry. I didn't catch your name. But here, let me introduce you. This here is Imith Sabai, the artist of this event.
Oh, hello, Miss Sabai. I'm Hrodrick, the well-informed.
Ah, Roderick. It's a pleasure to have you here at my event. I
Yes,
sponsor one of these every month, and my collection grows.
Oh, that's fantastic. What a studious artist you are to get such detailed sculptures completed in a short amount of time. But while I was over there and discussing some of the dietary habits of our mutual friend here, I was wondering, and he's going to turn to the Warforged, is there something particular about the stone that makes it that super delicious? And if so, why go to the sculptures and not the quarry where the stone is originally sourced?
I have not been able to find this flavor in any of the quarries that our people have uh, sourced for food over the years. This artist, she is just so phenomenal. Everything that Imith produces is the finest chicken flavor, or at least what people describe chicken to taste like.
I'll have to give 'em a whack. Emmett, bouncing off of that question, is there a specific place that you source your stone? With traveling so often, putting on this beauty pageant, it seems like if you're quarrying from a specific location, it might be a bit difficult to get to, thus making your material costs highly expensive. And then to just host a competition and give the sculptures away?
Oh, you see, I have a very fun little trick which I'm not able to disclose to you, my good sir Hrodrick, the well-informed. But if you're so well-informed, I would query that you probably are familiar with how Fey portals work.
I am vaguely familiar with Fey portals. I suppose that would be an alternative, and then you could have, yeah, that would drastically reduce shipping costs for sure.
If that would be all, I've got more conversations with this wonderful donator and benefactor of our events.
Oh, yes. Once again, sorry to interrupt, but my curiosity was, killing my cat here. And he points to the
That was a
wound.
fun one. Good joke, sir. Good joke.
Anyway, you two have a good evening. Can't wait to see you while I'm on stage.
As you're saying this, pointing to the wound, can you roll an insight for me?
Oh my god, I would love to. Oh my god, can I roll high at all? 12?
Okay, never mind. Thank you.
Back to the sculpture.
Yes. I am studying the features. Wonder if I wouldn't want to say suss something out, but just kind of take in, just taking it in.
They are so incredibly lifelike.
They are. That's what is intriguing me, but also perhaps a bit irking me.
You can,
Uh,
can I roll to look closer at the statues? Maybe try to discern a way of which they were carved?
Sure.
What would you like?
It's a really good question. History, please.
Motherfucker, 5.
You have no idea. It's a mystery. Lost to the ages. Probably.
I would also like to make that kind of check, if possible.
Tissaia, I also want to address where you have gone off to.
Well, let's do
It's gone
Tissaia's
back
thing
off to the
first.
crystal.
Yes.
I can give my voice a bit of a rest.
Yes, Tissaia, you are walking along and you have found yourself near to the entrance of the event. What are we looking for, or are we just taking insights?
I have gone back to the crystal that had the faces carved into it, to try and discern if there are more faces than I recognize in said crystal, for a hint of who our competitors may be.
All right. Looking up at the crystal, a woman, not stealthily, and does announce herself as she walks up behind you so as to not startle you. Ah, the faces. You must see them too. Sharp wits and sharp eyes, no doubt.
Well, they aren't exactly hard to see.
Yeah, but people are just not very observant. You see, my daughter, her face is carved up there as well. I can't wait to see this event. Actually,
Oh, and
she's
who might
2
meet up
over
with
from
you?
you right there to the left. Sorry, your question, my dear. I'm talking so loud I didn't hear you speak.
Tell me more about this daughter of yours.
Oh, her name's Jewel Emerald Brooch. I figured giving her a really fancy name would make her be the perfect ideal maiden that men go for, and turns out she's a tomboy with a propensity of slutty dancing. But whatever. Can't win 'em all. We do these things every 2 or 3 months, and typically nothing goes awry, and we just follow the shows about. This is the first time we've entered the Gorgon farms, but we've heard very top notch things about the money flow that comes through these places.
Oh, certainly, the prize money itself would certainly draw many eyes.
I mean, it's really nice to see that you're here competing. I mean, just by casually glances up, glances down, glances up, glances down. I mean, you've got like a 115% chance of defeating my daughter just on looks alone. So I hope your dressing is very drab so my daughter can win some money, if you know what I mean. Not like offensive, but you're just stunning and it sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry, and also thank you. And it really wasn't my choice to be here. Honestly, I drew the short straw of my crew.
I suppose that's fair. I drew a short straw once in life too. I had 17 children.
Oh my goodness. You must be exhausted.
It's all right. It's easier if I don't sit down.
I can imagine so. And where are the other 16? Hopefully not also competing in this pageant.
Oh no, my family is a long lineage of adventurers, working in Waterdeep and the salt mines of yonder, and even some that do extraplanar travel. Nope, I unfortunately have the wonderful duty of effectively babysitting my youngest jewel as she decides what kind of person she's going to be. Thankfully, she's but a fortnight away from adulthood, and then I can retire to the hills.
Seems like you've earned it. And I don't blame you one bit. My own parents were only too joyful to cast me away.
I can't imagine that's true looking the way you do. Oh, well, I mean, you're a little bit taller than me, but you know what I mean.
Well, when one would rather sail the seas than flounce around in high society, the others tend to look down on you.
Yeah, if my daughter Jewel wins this, I can retire to high society. Otherwise, it'll just be a small little house on a hill overlooking a creek. Maybe some rabbits running by, some mushrooms growing in the forest, small amount of mist on the dewy grass in the morning. But you know, it just costs money.
I don't know what just happened. Well, allow me to assist in your quest for your home. I'm going to toss her a gold coin and try to scurry away.
She smiles, a very toothy smile. She's only missing the front 3 teeth, the top 2 and one bottom, and thanks you gleefully. This'll buy me so much where I'm from. Be a property owner.
They've done my good deed for the century.
All right, you were saying
I
Danaires.
yeah, I'm wondering if I could actually make an Arcana check on these.
To see if they're magical in some way, shape, or form. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Go ahead and do that.
Ooh, that's a 21.
The painting, the paint that is used on them is magically produced in nature and emits a small glow aura of magic. But the statues themselves, like the material, do not appear magic in make. They're just stone.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Interesting. So the paint's magical. Interesting. Intriguing. Hmm. You know, Roderick, these statues seem to have a kind of a glow about them.
They do seem rather lifelike.
I believe the paint kind of has some magical property. It's quite fascinating.
I've been trying to determine what sort of tools might have been used, but I'm not seeing anything that I can recognize.
Yes, they just appear to be possibly naturally carved. Who knows?
The folds in the fabric are just incredible.
I mean, any great sculptor can create the finest sheets on a marble stone.
This is so true, but in my inquiring, I have found out that it's apparently a very rare stone, none the likes of any of the Warforged have been able to find as a sustenance source in the surrounding lands. In fact, he said we have not found something like this in any of their quarries. And then he
Interesting.
said it tastes like chicken.
I suppose that's just a Warforged quirk. I probably wouldn't put anything past it, hopefully.
I'm not sure.
But he thinks a little bit on the quote unquote fortune, misinterpreting spell's end. You know, it is quite odd that he said that they tasted like chicken. That is quite odd.
Well, specifically, he said, and he's going to flip open his book, it tastes like what other people have described chicken tasting like. So there could be a margin for error.
Well, yes. But this kind of stone having a specific taste that's similar to what we would call chicken, it is a bit strange.
I mean, chicken is kind of a generic flavor, and the default that someone says when they don't really know what it tastes like, so it could be anything.
As
True.
you're
There's
speaking
lighting.
mid sentence, the lighting goes out, and a light on stage comes on
Oh,
as the
Cool.
artist herself enters and walks to the center of the stage. Thank you all so much for attending this year's gala at Gorgon Farms. The frightful, wonderful, beautiful, elegant of a beauty pageant shall inspire me to create new original works of art tonight. I'm Ibith Saibai, and I welcome you to this year's Gorgon pageant. If all of the contestants could please get ready, we'll be beginning forthwith in about 15 minutes. Thank you.
I suppose it is time to start primping and prepping. I hope your talents are all aligned, and may the best person win one of these fine statues.
Yes. Then Daenerys puts his hand out to shake to Hrodrick in good sportsmanship.
Oh, it's such a hearty handshake, and your hand is dwarfed in his.
Like, oh, well. Yes.
Master, if you'll follow me, I can escort you to where we need to go.
Oh, there's no need to call me Master, Wound. We're pals.
I will call you anything you wish if you help me get out of here.
You can just call me Hrodrick.
Rodrig. This is the
Hrodrick. With a K.
Rodrick with a K. Rodrick with a K. This
Oh,
is Rhinestone, and she can take you into your room. I'm going to perch on your shoulder again because it's much more comfortable there than on the ground.
oh, fantastic. Hop on up.
Are you guys contestants?
Why,
We are, yes.
Okay, go in that door there. There's some rooms. Here, I'll show you.
After you.
Please work. Nope, can't use stairway.
You're just not allowed.
I'm just not allowed. That's funny. Thank you. Thank you.
Like, just pick a room that's not already occupied. And, like, let me know if you have questions. My name is Rhinestone Tiara Bosom Bomb, but, like, you can just call me Rhinestone Tiara Bosom Bomb.
Thank you very much, Rhinestone Tiara Bosom. Waha? Waha.
Aw.
Who would like to prep first?
Through, like, an intercom speaker system in the upper walls, kind of like a built-in speaker, if you will, a voice says, "All right, everyone. First event is talent. We'll have a talent portion where you can bring about whatever it is that you've prepared for all the viewers tonight. We'll do evening wear immediately after that. Following that, we'll have our physical fitness portion where everyone will have a wonderful time showing off their prowess. Outfit of choice, I hope you brought your best traveling gear, best adventuring gear, or just your best gear based on what it is that you want to show the world. Beauty of Faces last. That is our horror themed event where it is your job to intimidate the fuck out of everyone. I know this is a family friendly event, but let's scare the bejesus out of son of a bitches.
Ah! 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 You can hear his laugh through the walls.
A booming laugh.
Hmm.
You'll quite enjoy it.
Alright. Prepping for talent. Gonna put a little glitter in the beard. Not too much, don't want to be ostentatious, but just enough to catch the sun. Tighten up the braids, rearrange. Dust off the jacket. Buff a shoe.
Okay, are you guys almost like ready? Because like almost all the other contestants are already queuing up. You guys are so slow.
Yes. Yes. Oh,
So do we know what order we're performing in yet?
I think they just like call names and then people go do the thing. You know, like it's pretty simple.
Alright.
okay.
And without further ado, we're going to get started. We're going to kick off our show with the talent portion. What the best part is that everyone who comes up will explain what they're doing or just start doing it. And we'll cheer and we'll applaud and we'll boo depending on what they deserve. All right. First up is Destiny the Childless. All right, Destiny, stage is yours. Destiny the Childless performs interpretive dance on the stage. She's humming a tune kind of under her breath, but audibly enough. It carries on the wind in a very magical, sensuous type of way, trying to reach the ears of the crowd through magical wind. she's a flop. The crowd is not pleased. There's a lot of booing, and she runs off the stage before finishing her set crying.
Oh.
Bravo, bravo. What a good performance. Next up is a traveler from far off lands, Hrodrick the Well-Informed.
Well, hello, everybody! And today I will, for you, conjure a show the likes of which has hardly ever been seen! And he's going to start using the minor illusion cantrip
Okay.
to, like, have this. It's so weird because minor illusion. Okay, anything no bigger than a 5-foot cube. That's a large amount of space. So he's going to start conjuring tropical birds, flamingos, peacocks, and they're all going to start doing a coordinated dance together.
You just hear like ooh, ah, and like sounds of approval from the crowd.
And like
As you're
there's
doing this, I do need
chromatic
an
orchestra.
I'll take an Arcana check for your performance.
Good God, please. 21.
Awesome, you are passing on this performance.
Woohoo! And then all of the birds fly off into the sky and explode and glitter and fireworks. Thank you, everybody. I am Hrodrick the Well-Informed. And he's going to take his leap.
It continues with Blue Fiddle Dingaroo, who goes up and does his performance as well. He's successful, but it was just kind of a smattering of applause. Before the next summoned is Danaires.
Okay. Right. Hello, everyone. Pleasure to meet you all. My name is Danaires Maythorn. I come from Baldur's Gate. And I would like to sing a song for you that I've heard on my travels with you all. And I'm going to sing Down by the River from...
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then you can do a performance for
Nerd.
everyone.
Performance.
Yeah?
Okay. Oh, no. That's a 7.
You were a little pitchy and
Yeah.
a little stage fright, so unfortunately this doesn't really land the way you intended for it to do.
That's fine. I'm going to walk off stage embarrassed.
Next up on stage will be
You
Jewel.
did great.
Jewel Emerald Brooch.
I don't normally sing in front of people, so that's probably why.
Much like her mother mentioned, she gets up on stage and kind of a magic dance track cues up over some magically audible loudspeakers, and she begins moving her body in a very 22-year-old country bar, had 3 drinks too many kind of way.
Just like your mother.
And she rolled a nat 20 at it too.
Holy shit!
Hey!
Just the right amount of drinks, apparently. And she finishes her number to absolute stand-up ovation of applause. Flipping her hair over her shoulder, she walks by. Tissaia is going to be our last closeout for this category.
Greetings, lovely audience. I am Tissaia of the Sword Coast, and I will be showing you just how flexible those of my kind can be. And she's going to take advantage of her acrobatic skill as an elf to do a couple of backflips and handstands and finish it off by fitting her body through the strings of her longbow.
Oof. All right, I'll take an acrobatics for that, please.
That'll be a nat 20 for a 22.
Yep,
Hey.
you have as much of an ovation as Jewel, but a slight increase just because she left them in such a good place for you.
Going to give a very polite bow to the audience and take my leave.
Marvelous. Next up, while everyone gets changed, we'll have a 5-minute intermission so everyone can get their evening wear attire on. For the changes between categories, we'll assume that you ran back to your room and did a really fast change into your clothing. And then this portion is going to be all 5 contestants will walk up on stage. Sorry, 6 contestants will walk up on stage and just do kind of a lap around it. God, I can move so many tokens simultaneously. Best part of this. Everyone else, feel free to come on out. Show off that lovely evening wear. Make sure you pose and primp. Pose and primp.
So Hrodrick is in like a 1920s, high-waisted, like mid-thigh, striped short number, and like he is all fur, because he's in fact a bugbear. But like some of his chest hairs are braided very tastefully with little crystal beads.
Given the style that you're going for, Roderick, we're going to do a history check for your performance.
Okay, and he'll be like strong man flexing. 19.
All right, that is a pass.
I'm glad we're making up for the tragedy that was the beginning of the session. I changed dice.
Dice jail's so real.
It really is.
Jewel is wearing a very sweet ensemble of just some silk gauze that's just thick enough you can't see through it, covering just the absolute minimum that would be considered tasteless and appropriate. Ours lands in the middle point. Danaires, what are we dressed as for our evening attire?
So it's kind of a mix of a Korean hanbok and Japanese kimono and hakama kind of wear. Very not necessarily flashy, more like subtle, bright colors with some intricate like patterns. Like the main overcoat kind of has like embroidered peacocks on them, and it's stylish.
All right, we'll have you roll a straight up performance for this one.
Okay. Oh, yes, 16.
Everyone present seems to understand what you're going for, and some are even jealous that you have such a nice piece of attire. Tissaia, what are we wearing for evening wear?
Tissaia is wearing a light golden gown with off the shoulder sleeves, rose appliques going all the way across the top, a little bit of light beading in the underbust over the corseted front. The front drops just above the knee, and the back falls all the way down with a slight train behind her.
All right. For yours, we're going to also do performance.
It'll be a 14.
All right. That is not received well, unfortunately. Just it's so over the top and gaudy that people are muttering about how I couldn't sleep in that. I wouldn't be very comfortable. It's not. It's very impractical. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful pajamas. We really appreciate you bringing these out in public for us on display. All right, toodle-doo. We'll go get changed again, sweet.
The next portion was
Physical fitness. Proof of strength.
and this time he's just going to change into like the strong arm tights. Blue sequin.
Beautiful.
Quite charming.
All right, so she calls up all three of the strangers first. Jewel begins first and does do a small amount of thrusting her hips seductively to some techno type music once again. She doesn't seem to have a lot of skills outside of that one skill so far. I grabbed the wrong one. Sorry about that. Her token is somewhere. There it is. She has met with a kind of smattering of applause, but overall was not approved by the crowd. All right. Hrodrick, would you please grace the stage with your beautiful presence once more?
And once again he comes out, arms flexing, like beard flowing. He's once again going to a quick cast a minor illusion to create some of those big old like strong arm dumbbells and bars and
Beautiful.
just
I love
start
it.
like benching on one armed and
All right, give me an athletic check with disadvantage.
yeah, 9.
Okay, that would be a fail on this one. They see through the illusion and are less thrilled than your previous performance.
Slightly less impressed. Rightfully so.
Tissaia, would you please grace the stage with your wonderful physical prowess?
I don't know about the wonderful physical prowess part. Tissaia, not being gifted in the strength area, can really only do a handstand long enough to hold her body up and do possibly one push-up while doing it.
Oh, I was gonna do that.
All right, well, I'll take your athletic check.
We're probably going to fail. 18.
Yeah, that's a complete utter success, and everyone's really impressed. They're, oh my god, someone that small can do something so magnificent. That's amazing, and I feel truly inspired.
I'm quite amazed at myself. And that's all I've got.
Finally,
Lisa.
Danaires.
So Daenerys isn't big and burly. He's kind of, I mean, he's athletically fit, but strength is not his strong suit. But he's going to attempt some gymnastics, some light gymnastics move of like backflips and a handstand, or yeah.
All right, so I'll take an acrobatics from.
Okay. Ooh, 19.
Yeah, it is. You even though some of these tricks like round off, flip flops, somersaults, cartwheels, like things that you've never done before, but your flexibility and mobility from your years of traveling and combat are paying off. And even though you have no idea what you're doing, your body just kind of senses how to properly do it to avoid injury, and you're very successful in this endeavor.
Yay. He kind of, just all chuffed and proud of himself, kind of pops up his chest a little as he walks off.
Wow, I had no idea we had such wonderfully talented individuals with us here today. All right, this is my favorite category, and usually one where I find my most inspiration, outfit of choice. Please welcome back our contestants as they show different outfits based on their home, their life, their travels, or things that they've made themselves. Always a wonderful joy to see those outfits. Yeah, like I made this scarf that I'm wearing. Models the scarf. For a 5. Lots of booing. Yeah, I didn't think I would get that. This is the outfit that my mother gave me when I proposed to my husband's wife's sister. No one has a clue what she says or means, but it's a very beautiful gown, solidly yellow with a small white daisy painted on the front and back with a magical acrylic ink that sets into the fabric and doesn't fade. Jewel is kind of like dozing off for the moment, and Tissaia, you're called the stage next.
Tissaya's outfit of choice is one of her favorite outfits for being on her ship, which is her lovely captain's brocade coat with golden epaulets and a ruby fastener at the collar. Very demure, very cutesy,
Very mindful.
and very practical.
This is going to be a raw charisma check.
Very bad. I got a 2.
Then it is no bueno and not received at all. People are not paying attention to you as you enter and exit the stage.
Perfectly fine with me.
Hrodrick, can you please share with us your outfit of choice?
So Roderick takes the stage, and he's wearing generally what he came in with, but he is going to doff his jacket and turn around, and there is an intricate embroidery with like gold thread, chipped jewels, fine silks and satins, and it is a lifelike portrait of his wife.
Aww.
This beautiful embroidery we have here was a labor of love by yours truly, Roderick. It is a portrait of my loving wife, who, though she's not physically with me here today, whenever I'm not at home, I wear this vest to know that she's always got my back.
Truly touching story. How do we feel about this, everyone, as you roll your charisma check?
Nat 20.
Hey!
I need to step a little closer to see this beautiful work of art on your back, sir.
You can see the shadows, every
uh,
tear.
I'm getting a little flustered. I need this to be part of my art. I need it. And she starts like hyperventilating and drooling a little bit, and her hair starts to percolate and kind of grow and elongate as she reveals her true form, where her hair is a bunch of snakes. And roll
Great
initiative.
googlies!
Ah! Ah!
I knew my wife was,
Okay.
Wait, I have a thing for this. Do I? Don't I? Thought I did. Ah, there it is. Well, I mean, it's still only an 11. I know the visage of my wife brings out the beast in me, but madam, I see it's also brought out the beast in you. And he's gonna quickly jot down Gorgon, more like Gorgon.
Uh,
That's wild. And not 113. Silly. Daenerys, you get to go first.
oh, really? Okay. So, if there's commotion being had and heard and stuff like that, he's gonna come up onto the stairs and see. Ah! Gorgon!
Yeah. Yep. You will see her snakes coming to life from the sidebar. So you can both see that you and Tissaia.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just looking over my spells. We're gonna try this. I'm going to. Actually, that's pretty big. 10. Shoot. You know what? We'll do this. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on her. My save DC is very low at this level, which is fine. Wisdom saving throw of 12 for the DC.
That'll be a nat 1.
Okay.
Good job, lady.
46. She takes 19 psychic damage.
Oofta. She feels a big lash of that all to her face.
And then as a bonus
Sorry, go ahead.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Right.
And then that is my turn.
I'm just all kinds of hot and bothered. My babies have woken up. That art on your back, I need a copy. Art collection. Hrodrick, please roll a con saving throw.
13?
Save.
Woohoo!
The snakes are trying to make eye contact with you, but are unsuccessful in doing so as they move all around. You seem a little bit wise to what's going on. In anger, she does slash at you with her very long 3-inch nails, trying to do at least a little damage with a 5 to hit.
That will miss.
Hrodrick, you're up.
Oh, fantastic. Well, his You know... What is the thing? He is going to... And it's so funny because, like, her snakes did all weird, and his first reaction, wide-eyed, is to just cock back and, like, try to punch her in the face.
Uh,
14?
You're punching her in the face
Yep.
with your fist.
Yep.
Okay. A 14 does not hit.
Dang. Okay, well, no surprise attack then. Cool.
Is anything else on your turn?
Let me see here. He... Oh, no, I already did a full action. He's going to pull out his wand from his wand holster. And that's my turn.
All right. Next up is these 3 adorable cats who are also all on stage. Summoned by their mistress to attack you, one after another.
Not ideal.
All right, the highest roll was a 14, and then a single roll was a 22.
The 22 will hit.
So then you'll take 1 slashing damage from all of those attacks and furious paws. Tissaia, you're up.
Excuse me.
All I can really do at the moment is get a little closer. Still. we're
Come a
going to do
little
so.
closer, baby.
Why is my stuff not working?
Because that is a wall onto a stage that is
Ah,
elevated.
I was not paying attention. Right there. I think that's as far as I can go right now.
Yep.
So we're gonna get closer and hold action for now, so I can move again.
All right. That'll bring us back top of the round with Danaires.
Okay. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So anyway, I started blasting at the Gorgon. Is it just 1 beam I get? Yeah. Yeah, just 1 beam. Okay. Rolling to hit. Does a 15 hit?
It sure does. Roll your damage.
And we got 7 damage, and I believe I have the... Let me check my Eldritch Invocation here real quick for that. I think I have Repelling Blast. Okay, yes, I do have Repelling Blast. So it pushes the creature 10 feet away. So, yep. And then that will be my... Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Not very polite to push your elders, little boy. She makes a swipe at you, trying to hit you. with
Okay.
a 4 to
That
hit.
misses, and I believe. Let me read our Vegas this here real quick. If a creature hits you with a melee attack roll, or the spell ends,
I missed.
the creature takes cold damage when it hits you. Okay, when it hits me. So, okay.
Yep.
So it missed. That's okay.
But as part of her turn, the
Yes.
snakes in her hair are going to try to add you to the collection. So I will need a con saving.
Okay. Okay. Can I use one of my luck points because I rolled a 12?
You
Or
can.
Ooh,
Okay.
hold on now. Hold on. When an ally you see within 30 feet of you... Wait, did you roll a 1?
I
No.
rolled a 12.
Never mind, then.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll again. Oh my god, no!
All right.
I'm petrified.
So you have become. You are under the process of petrification. You are petrified from the waist down and unable
Okay.
to take any action to move or free yourself from this space.
Okay.
Hrodrick.
All right. So we are. How many of these do I get? I get 3 of them. We're going to cast Jim's Magic Missile.
Is that what it's literally called?
It is. It's called
Oh
Jim's
my
Magic
god.
Missile.
I love that. I love that so much.
Let's get tick on the first level spell slot there. And that is 3 missiles. Well, you create 3 twisting, whistling, hypoallergenic, gluten-free darts of magical force.
What?
Not even kidding.
That's
It's
literally
from
what
the
it
new
says.
handbook.
Oh my god.
Verbatim.
Oh my god.
And he is going to... He's going to send all 3 of them to the Gorgon. So the first
Alright.
one is a 15.
Alright.
It will be much easier if we do this one by one. Did he hit?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll do 5 damage. The second one is an 18.
Yeah.
That'll do 5 damage.
Uh-huh.
The third one is a 19.
Uh-huh.
And that will also do 5 damage.
Awesome. Kitty cats. Use scratch.
On.
My shins, I
On
think.
Roderick's shin. Got a 22 from the first one. And a
Don't forget
dirt.
this one and this one get advantage.
Yeah,
to
advantage
flank.
from flanking. Yeah. Those are the 2 I'm rolling first. So you've got a 22 from one and a dirty 20 from the other. And then from the third one, you have a 9.
Alright.
So you're going to take 2 slashing damage,
Alright.
as it is Tissaia's turn.
It stings, but they're so adorable.
I am going to equip my longbow and shoot it at our lovely Gorgon. And miss horribly with a 4.
Yep, that'll fly right over into the wings past the stage.
We tried.
we did try. Just double check. All right. Next up is top of the round with Danaires.
Okay. I'm going to try Shocking Grasp on on the Gorgon. With a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay. She will take 6 damage.
All
And
right.
I can't move. So
Nope, you can't. And as the end of your turn comes about, I'll need another con saving.
okay. That's a 19.
The petrification process, which began, has abruptly ended and crumples as it did not take around your feet.
Ah! How did I do that? Ah! Everything is awful. I don't know what I did, but now I cannot move. How do I get rid of that? Ah, what happened? I need to stop doing shit. I don't know how to make that go away. Thank you.
I was slightly broken, but we fixed it. It's all good. All good. All right, next up is our wonderful Amith Sabai. She is going to attack Hrodrick again. She's very adamant that this is the next person that she wants in her collection. Whatever that means. With a 19 on the claw attack,
That will hit.
you will be taking 7 slashing damage.
Oof.
And the snakes will be trying to capture the pain in your eyes as they make a glance towards you for a con saving throw, please.
16.
That is a save, so you are just fine. Hrodrick, your turn.
My wife has my back. Would I be able to roll would I be able to draw upon what knowledge I might have about Gorgons to see if I recall them having any weaknesses?
That would be in history. Yes.
16.
You would recall that standardly, the Gorgons of old had stronger resistant to magic type attacks, causing those that were to cast spells on them, doing that with a less effective approach.
Shit. Well. Hmm. All right. So he is. Well, it's still magic. That would make that magical. Well, that's alright. Hrodrick is going to cast Dragon's Breath upon himself. And you see his chest will puff up and he will just spew acid at the Gorgon.
Okay.
Oh no, Pringles. Don't tell me what I rolled. Oh, hey, that's actually not bad. It's on the floor, but can I count it?
Okay, what is it?
Well, I rolled an 18.
All right.
Oh, she has to make a dex save. Sorry, DC 12.
LOL, that's different.
Yeah, it is. What a wasted roll.
5.
5?
5.
Okay. So she will take 8 poison damage.
All right, she's not looking so hot. Some of the effects of this combat are starting to make itself apparent.
Oh.
Good.
You could give up!
Never. I need this piece of art. And by need, I mean need. You have a bunch of cats trying to scratch you, Hrodrick.
Mm-hmm.
Got a 17, a 12, and a dirty 20. So again, 2 slashing. And then it'll be Tissaia's turn again.
I'm gonna scooch up 1, and I'm gonna try to shoot this Gorgon again, point blank. Oh my god!
Well, as you're doing that, I do want to just check a rule. I'm pretty sure that shooting point blank with a longbow imposes disadvantage.
That it does.
I mean, not like it would matter. I only got a 6.
Okay. Yeah, just since it's the type of weapon it is. That's all.
Yep.
Just to keep in mind in the future. That's all.
But you can use an arrow as a stabbing weapon.
That's true.
Good.
You could.
Very historical practice.
Yes.
And the bow
Danaires.
is bludgeoning.
I will cast Chill Touch while I'm standing there on the Gorgon.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna miss with a 7.
That does miss. You're correct.
Everybody's betting 1,000 today.
It's okay if she's looking worse for wear. It's fine. We can get her. It's fine. It's fine.
It's all right, everybody. I made his shoulders this wide for a reason.
Yeah. Then I'm not gonna move because that's gonna provoke an opportunity attack.
I'm offended that you would try to attack me, you sweet little thing. The fact you're not petrifying anymore is also very frustrating, as she tries to claw you in the face, successfully doing so with a 21 to hit.
She will take.
You will take 6 slashing damage.
Okay, and then she'll take 10 cold for hitting me.
Woohoo.
Please, can I
Chili.
stop? 6 DiMaggios.
All right. Because she became cold of hand upon striking you, in anger, she tries to petrify you again. So I'll need a con saving.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
Can I use another?
4.
Did you
Can
roll
I use a luck point?
Did you roll a 1?
It was a 4.
No.
Yeah, but
So,
he's got modifiers. If you roll a 1 on the dice.
That's
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2 on the dice. Can I use a luck point?
How many do you have?
Just 2.
Okay, you can use it.
Okay.
Did you
When you
already
use a luck
one?
point, does it require that you use the new roll?
I believe so. If you're using lucky from the standard.
It just says luck points.
Give yourself advantage. Got it. Continue.
Oh, that was a
That's
natural one!
It was a nat 1?
That was a 1.
Fantastic! Bountiful luck will happen. I will use my reaction You can roll again and you have to use it.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. No, 9.
Fucking really?
9.
My
Well,
God.
a 9 is still a failure, but there's that slight caveat that the failure isn't as significant. So you are paralyzed from the waist down as you
That's
the
fine.
petrific. I am speaking so terribly.
Petrificide.
Starts on the exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, you understand what I'm saying. Roderick,
Yes.
you're up.
Fantastic. Well, we're gonna go to a timeless classic and cast Jim's magic missile at a 2nd level. Let's see here. 1 more dart. So I got 4 darts now. And they're all going straight for the Gorgon.
All right.
Well, that was a 9. 14, I believe, is too low.
That is too low.
Aha! There we go. 23.
Uh-huh.
That one will do 5.
That was the 2d4 damage for 2nd level spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last roll was a 7. So, just
All
one of
right.
them hits.
Beautiful. All right. Cats are going to be scratching again, but one at each of you this time.
Okay.
23 to hit Danaires.
He'll take 10 cold damage.
Well, that'll kill it. Poor thing.
Oh,
Its undeath has become its true death.
no! Your coworker wound? Maybe? I don't know. Were you friends?
His wound on your shoulder still through all this?
Why not?
Because you were in the middle of a show. Was he on you when you were taking off your clothes and showing off your back piece?
I feel he's a buff.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he's on top of your head. And he responds, "Nope, just an annoying cat."
Then never mind.
A fail to hit and a 16 to hit Tissaia
That'll hit.
for 1 slashing damage, and then it's Tissaia's turn.
Now that I am close enough, I am going to use Shocking Grasp on our Gorgon.
Oh, hey, don't forget, you get advantage. You're flanking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
16 to hit.
that'll hit. Roll your damage.
8.
Marvelous.
Nice.
Daenerys.
Also shocking grasp.
And also advantage.
Yes.
Lightning Buddies.
Yes, lightning buddies. Well, that didn't hit the first time. And that didn't. Oh, nope. They both missed.
No, those both miss.
Those both missed.
But you
Fuck.
should refresh your browser. Maybe that'll reset your dice.
Please. I'm begging you.
Put him in virtual dice jail.
Yeah.
All right, Emmett is coming for you again, Daenerys, because you seem like the easier mark. She can always pawn you off at a cheap auction.
Please,
Tries
no.
to claw you with a 6 to hit.
That misses.
She tries to petrify you the rest of the way, requiring a con saving throw.
Oh, please. For the love of God. No.
It's a 5. So unfortunately, you're
Bud.
not restrained. You're petrified.
Fuck.
Like all the way up?
Like all the way up.
Or his head still?
No, he's like petrified.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I can't do
He's-
shit now.
No, he's like presently not engaged in battle anymore.
No.
Were you at least in a cool pose?
Maybe?
Heh.
Like, my hand was reached out for a shocking grasp, so, like,
We'll say yes.
yes, I was. Please save me.
All right. Well, that's fun. Hrodrick, you're up.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. We are. This time we're going to cast Chromatic Orb at a second level. And join the lightning crew. We're going to do lightning damage. Hopefully.
Okay.
Well, that's a 15.
Yeah. Good.
And that is... Oh, I should have done poison. Oh, well, that's fine. Why is that one more? Anyways, sorry. D8s I was reading. Oh, how's it roll a D8? That was a 5. 11. So she will take 17 damage.
Dang. All right. I don't know. It's not your turn, and you're in stone. So Anyway,
Anyway.
cat turn. We've got 2 cats attacking. Both going for the next piece of art to be collected. See, 17 on the first one, 21 on the second. There'll be 2 slashing damage. Tissaia, you're up.
I am going to use Shocking Grasp again.
All right, roll to hit.
11.
That does not hit.
God damn.
I'm a step away from switching to real dice.
I should have done that.
All right, we're switching our target. We're headed back to Hrodrick because we already have a nice new piece of art in our collection. So we may as well continue the charade for our wonderful, glorious viewing audience's pleasure. With a 10 to do a swipe of the nails, which I believe will not hit.
Nope.
Throwing some petrifying glances in your direction seductively, I'll take a con saving throw.
Nat 20.
What is a
Hey.
save? You're unaffected. Hrodrick, it's your up.
Because my wife's got my back. We're going to cast Chromatic Orb at first level.
All right, roll that hit.
That was so weird. Anyways, we're going to do the lightning damage. That's only a 12. Not going to do it.
All right. A 12 to hit or a 12 damage?
12,
I thought you already
12 to
hit.
hit. Did I hit? No, I rolled a nat 20
Yeah.
for the thing. No, I rolled a 12 to hit. I think.
I thought you rolled a net. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sorry. I was doing that backwards in my brain. Yep. Okay. So that's it for you then? Or was there anything else on your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Kitty cat's doing the kitty cat thing. Got a 18 and a 10. 21 slashing damage. Tissaia, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to my short sword. And we're gonna try to swing on this thing. See if we have some better luck. We do not have better luck.
We do not. We're rolling
Five.
consistently below 10. So great when you're in combat. All right, back to our friend Emeth. She is going to try to claw at Tissaia with a nat 20.
Ouch.
For 9 plus 9 slashing damage. So 18 slashing damage.
Ouch.
And then we'll try to petrify
Tell
the
me you're
ouch
not
face on
dead.
Tissaia.
Con save?
Con save.
18.
That's a save. You're good. Hrodrick, you're up.
The one time I get a
Alright.
decent roll.
This is getting harrowed. Once again, chromatic orb. We're gonna do lightning damage, hopefully. Well. That was a nat one. But I have a thing for that. Oh, that's only an ally.
Yeah.
Shit. Weep womp. So roll the 1. Technically, I guess it's a 5, but it's still a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Flubbed the lightning. It tripped on
Right.
a piece of cat or something. I don't know.
The piece of cat is attacking you with a 6. Then a 23 for the advantage roll. Then an 18. So that'll be 2 more slashing damage coming your way. Tissaia, you're up.
I'm gonna cast false life on myself.
Alright.
And that's gonna give me some temporary HP.
Knew I should have taken that.
Okay.
Oh well.
Little less concerned.
Oh no. Alright. Back to our friend. You'll never believe what I was doing.
Dying?
I was clicking my tab to switch back over since I was on a different tab, and I closed my encounter. So 1 second.
Go to the history.
I just did. So we're going to scratch Tissaia, anger, with a 9. Sorry, a 5. It's a 5 to hit.
Nah.
Then we're going to try to do a petrify again on Tissaia, so we'll take a con saving throw.
22.
All right, Hrodrick, you're up.
We are once again going to try a final chromatic orb. Hey, 16.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
16.
Marvelous.
Please tell me you kill it.
What does she look like?
You can roll a medicine check as part of your turn.
I would love to do that. Perhaps I will roll something good enough. +2. An 8's not gonna cut it.
No, she looks haggard, but that's about all you know. Hrodrick, got some kitty cats coming for your leggies. 16. 23. 2 slashing damage coming your way.
They're so adorable, yet so painful.
Tissaia, you're up.
Want to try the physical dice for a sword swipe?
All right.
That is a 19.
All right,
Plus
damage.
2 for a 21 to hit. For a whopping 4 piercing damage.
You swipe at her finally with a decent roll, and your sword connects with her hair, giving her a very much needed haircut, slicing away all of the living snakes from her head as she falls lifeless to the stage floor. The crowd
Oh!
stands up and applauds, cheering, "Bravo! Is this part of the show? This is wonderful, wonderful theater." And you're out of
Decent
initiative.
roll.
As the Gorgon falls dead, the like her snake hair kind of expels this kind of green magic spell that just kind of blasts out in all directions, creating an environment where all corroded and petrified individuals in the vicinity of 1 mile will lose their petrification status.
Danaires, like, did you
Huh.
kill it?
I
killed
mean, it would be pretty obvious that we did, seeing as you're back to being you.
This is true. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh.
Welcome back to the world of the motionful.
Yes, it's very good to be back. Thank you.
Meow. No hard feelings. Meow, meow.
Definitely none. You were just doing
Yeah,
what
like-
you needed to do.
Yeah, bi.
Ah, poor kitty cat. You didn't deserve to die. But you did.
Oh my. Well, it would seem that
Oh, he's
I've
just
been
upside
eating
down.
people.
Yeah, I was
Which-
meaning to tell you. I was gonna come find you right away and let you know. But I mean, they were stone at the time. I don't know if it's some sort of weird. Well, technically, it wouldn't be cannibalism, but it's still definitely odd. I wouldn't mention it to people going forward.
Brave heroes. We've been stuck inside of the stone for. It depends on what era this is. But I've been stuck in the stone for. Depends on what era this is. What is the year, kind sir? I need to discern if I have a home to go to.
God, what year is it?
1492? I don't know.
It's 1492.
They are.
In the year of Geseld.
Marvelous. Well, then I have to go back to my temple in the mountains to see if the other nomads are still alive.
Uh,
And your name, sir, for posterity and for my report?
Boomerang.
Fantastic. He's gonna jot it down.
All right. Well, you fair heroes have done more than your due diligence, apparently. I need to go home and address some concerns with my personal inventory of collectibles.
Oh my. Do you live within a radius?
I traveled quite a ways to be here, but knowing what I know now, I will take different actions going forward.
Perhaps
And-
seeking a church that has a cleric of high enough caliber.
And finding a deity that can forgive me as well. Yes, that's definitely on the. Thank you for the insightful evening.
Knowledge is power.
knowledge is indeed power. I believe that everything you've set out to do has been done. You clearly have won some type of whatever this was, and you freed us, which obviously was your goal, because here we are, successfully freed, and we truly thank you. If I had anything, reaches in pocket, pulls out large sack of money. This is all I can give to the three of you for your amazing duty. It's just a bag full of diamonds from my castle. I hope it will do.
Oh
Oh,
yes, absolutely yes. Thank you.
thank
I
you so much. And
I
your name... sorry, I'm cutting you off. Please go ahead.
I was going to say I've been trapped in stone for so long I don't recall my name. So me and my similarly trapped, I won't say friends or companions, but we've been together for some amount of time. And if we could trouble you to travel with you, maybe find new homes in yonder fields type of thing.
Oh, why,
Well,
of
if you're looking,
course.
I'm fairly certain. Once I head back to Baldur's Gate, there might be plenty of room for any of you.
Tell
Yeah, and
me...
if any of you knows a person who has a sailboat, I really want to get back to being a pirate life. Dun,
Well,
dun, 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 dun,
is there
dun.
an opening on your crew?
Well, I wouldn't call it a sailboat, but I'm sure we can make room.
Fantastic. As for the rest of you, while I may not be available in the coming months, please feel free to reach out to my organization, Horizon Zero, for placement in entrepreneur slots and some housing in exchange for menial labor. And he's going
Thank
to hand
you.
them all a business card.
And then again, like everyone out there in the crowd thinking this is a show applauds, stands up, standing ovation, applauding. And then they begin to leave the grounds as they think the show is now at a conclusion.
For the other people, the card is just black and this is the only symbol on it.
Uh,
Yeah, well, I'm glad that that's the end of the show, everybody. Have a good evening.
And that is the end of the show.
Yay.
Thank you for joining us on a one night spooky shot.
Good gosh, I think this is one of the first actual one-shots we've ever completed.
Right?
So proud of us, everybody. A round of applause.
You did.
Yay. And with that, our show has come to an end.